Hello guys, it's phase 1 of Reboot MCU. The first movie, Iron Man. I will make this movie as it is. The second movie, The Incredible Hulk. The movie begins with Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk after a gamma experiment include to recreate the super soldier serum goes catastrophe wrong, haunted by General Thaddeus Ross. Banner hides in Brazil seeking a cure for the uncontrollable monster within, while Banner searches for answers communicating with an underground scientist known as Mr. Blue. Dr. Samuel Stearns, Nick Fury, and Shield are watching closely, recognizing the Hulk as both a threat and an assist. Fury assigns Black Widow and Hawkeye to infiltrate Ross's operation. Natasha impedes herself as a military consultant, while Clint operates from the shadows, tracking Banner's movement from afar and interfering when Ross crosses the line. Back in the US, Banner reunites with Betty, his former love, who risks everything to help him. Her current partner, Dr. Leonard Sampson, begins working with Ross, but becomes increasingly concerned about the general's methods, especially after Ross uses an stable version of the serum on the elite soldier, Emil Blonsky. As Banner works as turns to attempt a cure, and Natasha gains access to high-level intelligence and begins to question Ross' real motives. Clint sent in for a potential extraction witnesses Polonsky's transformation into the Abomination, a monster even deadlier than the Hulk, with Abomination rampaging through Harlem. Fury orders Natasha and Clint to stand down and observe. Banner, realizing he is the only one who can stop it, voluntarily unleashes the Hulk. The resulting of the fight leaves Harlem in ruins, but confirms to Fury that Banner isn't just a monster, he is a potential hero. The aftermath, Shield takes over the scene. Fury personally approaches Banner and offers him a new purpose, a chance to control the beast within and join a team that being formed to protect the world, the Avengers Initiative. And the post-credits scene in a quiet bar, General Ross nurses a drink. Tony Stark comes to him as the original one, and it's the end of the movie. Now Antman and the Wasp in 2009. Hank Pym and Jan Van Dyne are brilliant scientists and partners in life and in heroic operations in secret under S.H.I.E.L.D.'s radar. They have taken on the identities of Ant-Man and the Wasp to protect the world using revolutionary Pym particle technology. When a brilliant but deranged former scientist, Grog Turland, transforms into a mind-enhanced villain, Modok, he seizes control of him and begins abducting quantum researchers to build a powerful shrink-tech weapon capable of collapsing cities into nothing. Janet infiltrates him undercover, discovering the horrifying mutation of Turland and his plan to use shrinking drones for global destabilization. Meanwhile, Hank is forced to confront his own arrogance and paranoia as he grapples with the idea of trusting S.H.I.E.L.D. as Modok prepares a mass scale attack on San Francisco. Hank and Janet teams up in a full Ant-Man and the Wasp gear for a thrilling final act. They battle quantum drones, shrink fights through microlapse, and ultimately defeat Modok by overloading his psychical amplifier with a virus created by Paul Foster. And Paul Foster and Maria Hill has big roles in the movie as well as Nick Fury. And as the mid-credit scene, Maria Hill meets Nick Fury inside a dimly lit S.H.I.E.L.D. base. Hill says they will handle it well, director. Fury, they are the beginning. He opens the file labeled Avenger Initiative with images of Ant-Man, Wasp, Iron Man, and the Hulk. And the end credits scene, Hank Pym and Bill Foster begin establishing Pym Particles Inc., aiming to safeguard and control molecular technology. A secure vault labeled CR-173 hints to unstable quantum tech that may pose future threats. Iron Man 2. The movie will be as it was, but with some minor changes, as we will change the main villain from Whiplash to Crimson Dynamo, and we will make Whiplash a secondary villain only, and it's the only changes in the movie. Thor movie will be as it is. And Fantastic Four in 2011. Brilliant and hopeful scientist Reed Richards leads a private space mission founded by Latvian tech Mongol Victor Von Doom to study a mysterious cosmic anomaly, accompanied by his team, sharp astrophysicist Susan Storm, her hot-headed brother Johnny Storm, and loyal astronaut turned engineer Ben Grimm. They are bombarded by cosmic radiation and return with extraordinary abilities, while Reed builds a lab in a Baxter building and attempts to reserve their transformation. Victor returns in secret, his body scarred but empowered, now calling himself Doctor Doom. He sees their transformations as divine evolution and begins creating energy to open a rift to other dimensions, seeking total control of Earth's density. Meanwhile, strange seismic activity leads the team underground, where they encountered Harvey Elder, a brilliant but deranged duelist who mutated into the Mole Man and now rules the subterranean Moloids. Doom's experiments have destabilized his realm, and Elder threatens to invade the surface unless Doom is stopped. With the help of Reed's AI assistant Herpy, the Fantastic Four confronts Doom deep below Manhattan in a climate battle combining science, teamwork, and heart. Mole Man's creative flood the city but are ultimately turned back. Doom escapes through a mysterious energy gate hinting to the negative zone, vowing to return. And we have in the mid-credits scene Penguin alone in his quarters at night, scrolling through a dating app. After several humorous rejections, he matched with Alicia M., a sculptor who sees beauty where others don't. A smile breaks across his face, a new chapter begins, sets up Penn's emotional arc and future development with Alicia Masters, and grounds human moments in the MCU. And the post-credits scene in the lab, her parents' diagnosis, a siren goes off, alert cosmic signature detected, origins the negative zone, a brief flash shows a shadowy insectoid annihilus, heard quietly, oh that's not good, and the scene ends. Now Avengers Assemble 2012. The movie begins by adapting Captain America, the first Avenger movie, and we see the relations of Captain America with each of Bucky, Peggy, and Red Skull. And then we go to present day as Nick Fury and Maria Hill begin forming a defense protocol, the Avengers Initiative, by help of Phil Coulson. Tony is approached again by Fury after a Shituri energy reading is detected, and Banner is tracked by Natasha and is recruited to study them gamma radiations linked to a mysterious cube of energy that is wrecked. Antman and the Wasp are connected when PIM particles detect anomalous linked to Shield Tesseract experiments. Thor returns to Earth after Loki steals the Tesseract, seeing it as a violation of the realm's balance. Phil Coulson, now high-ranking operative, monitors team coordinations and becomes a strategic link between all parties and supports Fury's assembly plan. Loki arrives on Earth through the Tesseract and begins a campaign to subjugate humanity. He takes control of SHIELD agents and opens a portal for the story invasion above New York. The Avengers, through disjoint at first, confront Loki and the story in a massive battle. Antman and the Wasp plays key roles by subjugating Chitauri tech from within. Tony Stark carries a nuclear missile through the portal, nearly sacrificing himself. Thor battles Loki, struggling with family betrayal. Banner unleashes the Hulk at a critical moment, solidifying his hero status. Black Widow closes the portal using Loki's scepter. Coulson alive coordinates and reinforcements and emergency protocols. As a final scene, the Avengers defeat the invasion. Loki is captured and taken back to Asgard. The team parts ways on uncertain terms, having proven they can work together in face of the threats, but not yet a permanent unit. The mid-credit scene begins with a snowy, desolate base in the Arctic. A SHIELD mission team led by Black Widow enters a cave. Black Widow says, "I found him," reveals a large block of ice with Steve Rogers inside it, perfectly preserved. His shield lies nearby. Mariah Hill uncomes. "Is it really him?" Widow, "Yeah, he is back," and the scene cuts. And in the end credit scene, the other in the outer space says, "To face them is to court this." The figure turns its Thanos. He grins silently, and it's the end of the movie. And Daredevil movie. The movie begins in the crime-ridden streets of Hell's Kitchen. Blind lawyer Matt Murdock lives a double life. By day, he defends the innocent in court, and his best friend Foggy, and their firm investigator Karen Page. By night, he becomes the vigilante Daredevil, using heightened senses to wage an war on the criminal empire poisoning the city. That empire is run by the enigmatic Wilson Fisk, whose right-handed man Wesley and secret allies Madame Gao and Nuba Yoshiko pull strings behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Frank Castle, known as the Punisher, wages his own brutal crusade of vengeance after the murder of his family, targeting the same syndicate Daredevil is trying to bring down. As Karen and journalist Pennywick dig into the truth behind Fisk's public image, tensions explode between Daredevil and Punisher over their different methods. Daredevil seeks justice, Punisher seeks blood. Detective Martin Soup offers inside help, but he is drowning in the corruption around him. Claire Temple, a passionate nurse, helps Matt recover and questions what kind of hero he is really. Parallel to this, Billy Russo, an old war buddy of Frank's and now charming and lethal enforcer, emerges as wild card. When it's revealed Russo betrays Frank to Fisk, the Punisher confronts and kills him in a vicious and emotional showdown. In the climax, Daredevil finally exposes Fisk's criminal operations and defeats him in a brutal one-on-one fight. Choosing not to kill Fisk, Fisk is arrested but promises this city will always belong to me. And in the movie, we have roles for Agent Madani, Karen Page, Foggy Nelson, and at the mid-credit scene, Matt braces and alone senses something across the rooftop. A woman in the shadows twirls a sigh in the moonlight before vanishing. And at the end credit scene, Agent Madani investigates Russo's death and is handed a file of more mercenaries with enhanced gear and global reach, among them a photo of Electra Nachos. The war of Hell's Kitchen is far from over.